Hey everybody, hope you're doing good. Um, Blue skies this morning, totally blue skies. You can look behind me. That doesn't look like blue skies though. Going to get coffee this morning, total blue skies. And the news comes on and says, mostly cloudy today with some sun. Blue skies. And then I see planes flying over with the long lines of chemical smoke coming out of it, and so there you go. And so now we have skies that are completely covered in the chemtrails. But my point is that the news is saying cloudy, okay? The news is saying cloudy, and so the news is calling chemtrails cloudy. Total lie, 100% a lie, right? 100% a lie, and gaslighting to the point of just and with such ease, and such just matter of fact, normal, everyday. This is the norm, kind of like news reporting. To me, it makes me feel it's such a violation to me to see this. It makes me so viscerally sick and angry and furious and peacefully murderous. Peacefully murderous. I would never do anything to harm any life form, period, ever. Peacefully, I would destroy, and non-violently, with no violence, no physical violence, no hate speech, no any of these things, but just by telling the truth, I, will dismantle all tyranny. And if I can, I will die trying. And this is such a violation to all of us. And it's not just this. We are on the brink of nuclear war. The people that they have like a doomsday clock, which is like, I think it's connected to like official government thing or whatever. I don't know exactly where the origin point is, but it's a real thing in terms of a group that watches nuclear proliferation and possible war. And they just said a couple days ago that we're 90 seconds to midnight to nuclear war. The fact that this Zelensky guy is being hailed as a hero, and not once has he called for peace, but only asked for more money and weapons. And most of the public looks at this guy because he gets indoctrinated into everyone's brain through, David Letterman and this, and holding this guy up as a hero. And not one time has he called for peace. In fact, he wants nuclear weapons now. He wants to have them to have nuclear weapons as well. And more money and more weapons. And where have you seen any official call for peace? I mean, we are in a war with maybe the biggest nuclear power on the planet, or second, and not one person in the public eye, other than maybe Trump and a couple other people, and there are people, I know that, but in terms of leaders, people, they're just war-mongering. I mean, what are they thinking? Nuclear war is being sold to people as a survivable thing. It's not survivable. It's the end of all life. It's an energy wave and an explosion that incinerates all life and poisons the sky and the earth and the water and the animals, and incinerates everything around it for miles. And it's unlivable. This is not like a meltdown of Fukushima, which is tragic and horrible beyond belief on its own. This is good night to all life. And maybe the planet will survive. It'll be burnt to shreds, and every ecosystem will be completely destroyed. But and these people are cheering on more weapons, more money. Let's go, Ukraine. Where is this person, this hero, calling for peace, other than more money to enrich himself, more money to enrich, more weapons? Where is the talks for peace? A hero leads to protect life and fights to protect life. A hero does not fight to destroy life and enrich themselves. My point to you is, this world that you live in now, if not now, when, in terms of you listening to this, if you don't care enough to start sharing my videos or make your own and get other people to get off their asses and do something now. Because it isn't just the chemtrails, it isn't just the war. This whole thing is being dismantled, our way of life. And more death from the you-know-what than in the Vietnam War and the Second World War combined, and you're not hearing a peep about it. And they all knew, and all of it's coming out, and you're not hearing a peep, and they're still doing it. When do you say, gee, I have some moral fibers left in me. Gee, I think I agree that innocence should be protected. Children should be protected. Animals should be, little creatures that can't protect themselves should be protected. That we shouldn't bomb the skies with toxic chemicals and radioactive isotopes and say that we're saving the planet, and say that we need, in the name of saving the planet, as we're bombing the skies, destroying all soil, bugs, animals with our chemtrails, the same people, as we're bombing the skies and killing all life, we're saying we're saving the planet. And therefore, you have to now live in a 15-minute city, not have a car, you'll own nothing and be happy. You're going to have a digital ID. We're going to have to track and trace you anywhere you go. We're going to kill your children with you-know-what and kill you with you-know-what. And whoever survives will have technology in them that is linked to all of the above and way more, and owning you. When do you wake up and just say, hey, this is too much? I have a shred of fight left in me, peacefully, but I have a shred of fight left in me, and I'm going to take a stand now. And even if nobody listens to my YouTube videos, and even if nobody pays attention to me at the market when I'm talking to them, even if nobody does this or do that, I'm going to still speak. Because can you imagine if each one of us felt that way and did something? Can you imagine what would happen in this world in terms of good for change? If each one of us made what I'm doing right now, if each one of us did that, just one time a month, or 2 times a month, or 1 time a week, or 2, or every day, whatever, can you imagine the change that would happen, the inspiration that would come from that for others to do that? But everybody, most of you, not all of you, are either silent, or you're too focused on your own lives, or you don't think that you can affect anything. It's all bullshit. 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 As I should quote one of the characters from a really funny movie called Johnny Dangerously. I think that's what it was. Johnny Dangerously, yeah. But it's bullshit. And you're selling yourselves on bullshit, and you've been owned. You've been owned into compliance of silence, owned into the idea that you have no power to affect change in this world massively across the globe. Bullshit. Bullshit. If not now, when? When it's 2 seconds to midnight for nuclear war? When so many chemtrails have come down, it's killed everything, your children, your animals, all life. When do you stand up? Is money more important to you than life? Seriously, what's important to you? Because for me, our creators, our divine creator, our God, my Mishbucha, they're real. They're here now. They've always been here, but they're really here now. And they're real. And all life is precious, and all life is everything, and protecting that and them, and that cycle, and everything that is, and that they are. That is what is at stake, and that is what has to be protected, period. So please do something. I love you, and you just know that. This is coming from desperate love for you and all life.